he ought to be able to read the signposts as well as anybody else. And if he did that, he would know that it's all but over. I know the passion of a campaign. I know when you're in it and you just keep go, go, go until the last hour is there. Well, the last hour is close by.
Senator Dianne Feinstein calling for Bernie Sanders to unify the Democratic Party around frontrunner Hillary Clinton. As the Vermont senator says, superdelegates supporting Clinton should take a hard look at her email controversy. Here now, Kevin Paul Scott, Republican strategist, Huckabee 2008 campaign aide and founder of Addo Marketing, and Emily Shire, politics editor at bustle.com. Thank you both for coming in today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, Emily, I will start with you. Is Senator Feinstein right? She sounds a little worried.
You know what? She's not out of line making the comments that she did, because the fact of the matter is that Hillary Clinton is beating Bernie Sanders by close to 3 million votes. Even without superdelegates, she's beating him by close to 300. At the current pace, she could have the nomination locked up before California. She only needs fewer than 80 delegates at the moment to push her over the edge.
So, Kevin, who is he impacting most by staying in this race? Hillary Clinton?
Well, I think his goal is to impact the Democratic Party platform. I mean, and really he's trying to make a statement at this point. It has become obvious to everybody that the Democratic nominating process is rigged. I mean, look at the Republican side. Nobody wanted Donald Trump, none of the party bosses, and yet we have Donald Trump. On the Democrat side, they paved the way for Hillary Clinton. Her only opposition is a socialist who should not be electable, and yet she can't put him away. He is trying to highlight the challenges of this process, and he's trying to show that this process really is rigged against him and in the favor of the candidates that the party bosses ordained, and this year that's Hillary Clinton.
And Emily, it seems like he just continues to ask for more, though, from the party. I mean, the latest being that he's trying to remove the co-chairs of the DNC convention's rules and platform committees.
Well, I would like to go back a bit. There is nothing rigged about the system. What did you miss about my saying that Hillary Clinton is beating him by more than 3 million, by close to 3 million votes in the popular vote alone?
But about 9,000 have voted for Bernie Sanders. No, I mean 9 million.
Yes, but she's beating him in the popular vote, and she's also beating him in the delegate count, even without superdelegates. Bernie Sanders is pushing the rigged narrative because he doesn't seem to have anything else to rely on at the moment, and it does make him look like a weaker candidate for sure.
The fact that she's barely beating a self-proclaimed socialist does not say a whole lot in her favor, so that we got to remember that.
It's not barely beating. I think a lot of people would beg to differ, and I do think this is where someone like Feinstein comes in and says Sanders should drop out, because he's relying on pushing a false narrative that the Democratic nominating system is rigged, and that hurts the party far beyond November. That's an important point to keep in mind.
Mm-hmm. And based on what happens at the convention, the Democratic National Convention, and he does eventually step down, what do you think Bernie Sanders does next? Kevin?
Well, I think that's what the Democrats are waiting to see, because if Sanders, and Clinton has to tread lightly here, because if she doesn't get Sanders supporters to coalesce around her, what she risks is, number one, them sitting at home this year, or number two, even worse, supporting Donald Trump. So, and let's be honest, and I think Emily's right about this, they're going to follow Senator Sanders' lead. His supporters really are. And so how she handles him, and then in turn how Bernie Sanders handles what eventually happens when he loses, will really affect the Democrats in November. And the truth is that Senator Sanders supporters could very much swing this election to Donald Trump.
Yeah, and she needs those supporters, specifically the liberals and the young people that support Bernie Sanders right now. Thank you both for coming in. We'll see what happens next.